Hello, client closers. I am live. Thanks for watching the replay. Drop a hashtag replay down below. I got my savage whiteboard here. I got my different colors here. So you'll see me in my Facebook group going live on Tuesday and Saturday, giving a lot of practical, actionable tips that's going to help you grow, scale, begin your coaching consulting business to get to those 10K plus months. And I'm going to teach you everything about how to build a magnetic brand, how to create a life-changing high-ticket offer, and how to develop unstoppable sales call conviction. So this group is definitely one you should check out because I'm basically Mr. Pragmatic, Mr. Actionable, Mr. No Fluff. So if you ever want some stuff that you can implement yourself, be sure to check this group. If you have any questions, just let me know. In this live, I wanted to give you the 3 essential elements that you need to build a magnetic brand. And I'm going to use my markers here. I write like an absolute pig, but I hope you can read it. But I will be straight to the point. If you want to build a magnetic brand to run online, have the right connections, create the right content, these are the only 3 things that you need. So I'm going to write them down so you have an idea which kind of content you should create. And I will give you some ideas about what kind of content you can create around this. Okay, makes sense? If you have any questions, drop them down below about building a magnetic brand, creating the right content, finding your ideal client. I'll be more than happy to answer it to you here, or I will make some videos about it in the future. So let's talk about the first element when you want to create a magnetic brand. That's the first part that you want to be clear on. One of the 3 elements, that's the what of your brand. This is what you have to offer so you stand out. It's an easy test. If you want to be clear on this, if I would ask people who regularly see content on your wall, what do you do? They should be able to tell one of the 3. I'm always use the rule of 3. People who work with me know this, that they can say, what exactly do you offer, or what kind of topics do you work around? Now, there's 3 things that you should actually get clear on that will help you figuring out your what. So you want to bridge a gap between your ideal client, that's their worldview, and your branding, your message, your positioning, which is your worldview. And in the middle, that is where the action happens. So with the what, you want to think about the problems or challenges then the dreams or the desires, and then you also, it is a bit linked with the challenges and with the dreams, that's like the frustrations. So I have like a rule of 3. If ever you want to build a magnetic brand, you want to get clear on your what. So you want to figure out the problems and challenges of your ideal client. You want to find their dreams and desires, and you want to find their frustrations. This is often what you will see in a pitch. I help you get, and that it's like getting to the dreams and desires without, that's the problems or the challenges that they use, right? So I always let my clients choose 3 things that they want to use and that they want to stand for. So don't be a life coach who gives advice about habits, productivity, communication, the law of attraction, mindset. You're offering too much. 3 is enough, max 3, because else it's going to be overwhelming. If you're going to offer everything, nobody is going to believe you, right? So do this test. When I'm going to scroll your wall, this should be one of the things that's clear. What kind of things do you help people with? What kind of dreams do you help them achieve? What kind of frustrations do people have? And then you say, oh yeah, he's a nutrition expert, she's a communication expert, he's a masculinity expert. This should be clear from your messaging and in the content that you see. Okay, number 2 is the why you. So that's the why you. But the why you, I'm going to do this. The why you actually has 2 elements. So it's the why you of yourself, and the why you of your offer. This is maybe a bit too small, but yeah, so this is yourself, and this is your offer. So this is where you're going to set yourself apart. You're going to set yourself apart with your personal story, which is why you, your story, your worldview, your values. You need to be polarizing. You need to be standing up for something, because trust me, guys, people are not only investing in you, they're investing in your personality, your stances, your traits, your mindset. So if you want to build a brand online, especially on social media, you also need to stand out with your opinions, with what you stand for, with the stories you tell. Later, I will show you what kind of content you can create, how you can create magnetic stories. But this is the second element that should be there to create your magnetic brand. It's the why you. First, you, your personal brand. That's polarization. That's, standing for something. That's also, I'm sometimes polarizing because, that's what I want to stand for. And people are attracted to people who are confident and are standing for something. And the why you also applies to your offer. Why should they choose your offer? Why is it different? Now, in the marketing space, they often call it the unique differentiator or the unique selling proposition. But what makes your offer different? Is it the speed? Is it the length? Is it the angle? Is it the accountability? What makes you stand out? Because if you're not going to stand out, they might as well go to someone else. And if your offer doesn't stand out, they might also go to a competitor. So this is going to set you apart also on your wall, because everybody can talk about problems. Everybody can talk about dreams and desires and frustrations and just teach. But this is, hey, Samantha, I'm streaming on a StreamYard. So you can go on LinkedIn, YouTube, and Facebook groups at the same time. The why you, this is how you're going to stand out. So you need to make it as much about stories, about what you stand for, your values. I'm a huge advocate of freedom of speech. I'm a huge advocate for freedom of choice, critical thinking. And I'm not afraid to polarize. I think it's partly my job to make people think. So that's what I want to stand for. So who are you? What's your worldview? What's your story? What you want to stand for? And then your offer. What makes it different? If you're just going to be helping people scale to X or helping people lose weight, okay, but there's so many people offering it, so you need to stand out. Let me know if that makes sense. And then you have the third one. The third one is the how of your service. That's the how of your service. I write like a pig. It's insane. Or you can also call it what's included. That is often a thing. I mean, good that I can read it. This is often what people don't talk about. It's the what's included. I see often people talking about, what do I have to offer? I'm an expert in this. They talk about the problems, the dreams. They often sometimes take a stance. They tell their story. They make it personal, which is the why you're different. Or they talk about, they talk why their offer maybe is different. But you need to talk about actually what you have to offer. A lot of times when people come to me and they're not selling enough, it's like, are you actually mentioning what you have to sell? Are you actually talking about the elements of what you have to sell? So this is more the how of your service. I regularly talk about my Client Closer Academy and what's included and what makes a difference and make people sign up. But people have to know what you have to offer. They have to know what you solve, what problem you solve, or bringing them to what solution. They need to know this. They need to know why you are different, but they also need to know what you have to offer. They need to know the how of your service. They need to know what's included. So regularly people can see a video of what's included in my academy. I have a testimonial of people in my academy. I talk about what makes the academy different. And these are actually the three things that you need to do regularly. And later I will talk about the 7 kinds of content you should produce to turn contacts into clients. These are just the 3 things that you should have on your wall in your content. Talk about the what, max 3 things. Just talk about a specific problem, get them to a desire, talk about frustrations and how you overcame them, talk about why are you different. You need to stand out also with your personal brand. If you're going to have a coaching business, it's as much about your worldview and the clients looking up to you and wanting to be where you are and developing a relationship with you, and also your offer, that it stands out in a certain way, because else it will just be a copy of a copy. And if you're going to post content that is a copy of a copy, you won't stand out with your personal brand. And if you have an offer that is just a copy of a copy, your offer also won't stand out. But then the last one, and this is not bragging, this is showing what you have to offer. This is linking this thing that people know what's included. You also need to talk about your program, your accelerator, your generator, your manifestor, your workshop, all the cool stuff that you have to offer. And this is how you indoctrinate people who visit your wall. Realize that you see 100% of your content. Most people only see 1 out of 10 pieces of your content. So you need to keep on repeating this. This is the meta frame to develop your magnetic brand. The what, the why you, and the how of your service. If you have any questions about this, if you're wondering how to create a magnetic brand, you can check my academy down below. Feel free to ask any questions to learn how you can create magnetic content that attracts your ideal clients, create that life-changing high-ticket offer that maximizes results, both for you and your client, and get those awesome people on a call and have the right people, the pre-qualified people, say yes to your fantastic offer. I'm going to go live every Tuesday and Saturday. If you have any questions, drop them down below. But remember this, I should see this on your wall and in your content. The what, so I know when Samantha or anybody else, when somebody asked me, Samantha commented on this live, hey, do you know what Samantha does? Or what words do you think about when I say 𝗕𝗿𝗏𝗀𝗆? They should be able to talk about your what. They should link you with a specific thing. Oh, she works with camera confidence. Oh, she works on communication. Oh, she works on scaling businesses. Or she works on helping people lose weight, etc. At least they should get clear on the problems you solve or the dreams you help them achieve. They should know why you are different. You can be quirky. You can stand out with, something visual, your position. You can be polarizing. You can stand for something. You will be amazed how many people just remember, oh, it's the guy with the hat. Oh, it's the guy with his Rants About Humanity podcast. I will stand out. Even if people don't like me, I will stand out. If you're just going to try to fit in, you won't stand out. And on social media, you need to capture attention, and to be memorable and unforgettable, you need to stand out with you, with your stories, being a bit controversial, and then being different than everybody else. But also your offer need to be a bit different than everybody else. This is why in my academy, I don't create generic copies. I don't create just templates that people copy paste. I always make sure you stand in your personal message, personal truth, and develop your own unique offer that is adapted to your personality and lifestyle, instead of trying to build a business that is not you and that you can't keep up. And then the last thing is, don't be afraid to mention what you have to do. Don't be afraid to name drop your program, because you always want to make sure that people know you have something to offer. So drop this in regularly, talk about the elements of the how of your service, and talk about what's included. So by the time when people get on a call with you, they know what you have to offer, they know why you are different, and they know what's included in your service. Drop a love or a hashtag make sense down below if this resonates. Let me know if it was valuable. Invite some people in this group if you think I could help some other rebel with a cause, make an impact. And looking forward in the next Facebook Live. And if you have any questions, feel free to drop them down below. Now, post this content, become magnetic, create those and attract those ideal clients, make a shit ton of money so you can make a shit ton of impact, because I need you guys, my people with integrity, my rebels with a cause who have the right values, to stand out more, put those scammy, spammy, wannabe coaches, entrepreneurs away. And you guys, I want you to have a massive amount of money so you have more time, focus, energy, and money to become a better version of yourself, really make a difference, stand in your integrity, and inspire other people to do the same. Take care, guys, and talk to you this week or Saturday in the next Facebook Live. Ciao, guys.